Hello, Barmy Badger Army. Welcome to another Tea and Talk.
Tea and talk.
Ah!
Making it all wibbly.
Indeed, yes. Warm, very hot. How is everyone today? Hope we're all well. Indeed. We've even got a list of things we're talking about today.
Yes, we have a list because we've done loads, and I'm sure I've forgotten most of it, and we'll end up still having to talk about other things anyway.
Right, are we going to do it in order, I think?
We're just going to just blow it on and just see where it goes.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Premiere closing. Now, one of my favourite premiere, cinemas of all time, yeah.
If we go rushing off into talk about stuff, what sort of things are we going to talk about? What can people be expected?
All right.
We're going to be talking about, obviously, the premiere.
Okay.
Some films.
The new scooter. The Lovely Vikings' new ring.
It's there, I'll show you later.
The time we went to a posh tea room. Dead by Daylight, which I need to update again tonight. Mm-hmm. Cameo. Well, in a minute, actually. Yeah. The new segment we did the other day. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be talking about...
We went on a Beano.
We did.
Went on a Beano. You know what that is?
Coraline 3D. Purple Crayon.
I just said films. I wasn't going to tell them what films.
Romulus. And then we were talking about when we went to Margate, the Shell Grotto, Micropop, Dreamland, and the Turner Gallery.
And other things that I haven't mentioned in there.
Indeed, and lots of other stuff. Right, okay, so let's go.
Premiere. And also going to be reviewing them. That's it. That's all I get for the moment.
Indeed, Jamie Dodger's really free.
Shush, not supposed to say. I've just did it all pretty quickly. Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Right, now, let's talk about it. So, Premiere, 12 years ago, my old cinema reopened, and it used to be called the Odeon, and I had such a lovely experience there as a child. I used to go and see some of the really greats. You know, we went to see Indiana Jones films there, me and my mum and dad. We went to see, all the classics there when I was a younger Mr. Badger, like Jurassic Park. Yeah,
younger when you were so
young. We went to see Jurassic Park, Godzilla, the original 90s one, all those really cool films and all those really fun memories, I know, the Goonies, everything went to see there. I know. So I went to see some really cool films there. And then 12 years ago it reopened and they called itself the Premier Cinema and they were £4 a ticket. They literally opened up the doors, turned everything back on, and went, "Oh, hey!" And then, over the years, they've, refurbished it and added to it and changed things.
It's quite nice. It's in a shopping centre or a supermarket.
Is it? Yeah, well, both really. There are supermarkets available there.
Yes, but it's in the top floors of
a
shopping centre in Romford.
That's it, in Essex, yeah. That's it. And it is one of my favourite places to go, with Badger Jr. And we like going there as well, don't we?
We do like going there. I think they've only had 8 screens, but toilets either side of the concession stand.
Yeah.
Massive area where you can all sit and just hang out. And then they had the little step down area which people hired out for various different clubs and activities.
It. Bars.
The game club was there. Ball game club was there.
Dicing with Life. We went to the horror movie festival there.
I was quite shocked. I was just expecting them to have films on that, but they had stalls. They had very, very minor Hollywood horror celebrities.
They had quite a lot of YouTubers there. Who have seen
special effects company there. There was loads of people. There was a award ceremony. It was really, really well put on. I was very impressed.
Mm-hmm. And when I say YouTubers, like we were there. No, we were there. But
so was Nick.
Nick went as well on a different day, sadly. But we managed to catch up and talk about. And also, someone from there reviewed some of the track films and all that sort of stuff, which was really good.
I mean, we enjoyed that whole experience, that little festival. We wished we'd taken part in it more, mean, I'd seen it advertised. I'm in Kent, and I'd seen that advertised every year for a few years, and never sort of really
No.
went to it. But when we went to it, I was like, I wish I'd done this sooner. And now I'm like, oh,
Oh,
no, we can't do it again because I was
no.
going to do the whole weekend in the next
Yeah,
one.
well, hopefully there'll be another way to do it. Hopefully it'll be picked up at a different
Yeah.
cinema or a different place, you know. But yeah, we went to see Peter Rabbit there, and
Yeah.
let us know if you've seen that, because I don't know if many people have seen it. We went to see it ultra special screening.
That was it's exclusive.
Yeah, it was
It
an
was an
exclusive,
exclusive premiere, and
Yeah.
some of the stars were there, and the writer,
That's it.
and all that.
I shook,
They
the,
were,
I shook the nice man's hand, didn't I?
as
Much
I was
it-
walking away, really embarrassed, going, "Oh my god, leave the poor man alone."
Oh, thank you very much. It was a great film.
But yes, it was good. We had our first cinema date there.
That's it. We did have our first cinema date there.
What did you
Yes.
going to say?
Knock on the Cabin.
Oh, well done.
Which I didn't. I never remember. I didn't remember it the other day.
Yeah.
Knock on the Cabin.
Knock
Yeah.
on the Cabin. Yeah, we went to see that there.
Mhm.
In
I think quite a few. Like we went to see
Turtles
Turtles film there with Badger Junior.
uh-huh.
And don't forget, like this is the place I went to see the first film with Badger Junior. We went to see like Mighty Super Pups or whatever it was called. You know, the Paw Patrol one. And then we went to see Shaun the Sheep. You know, so that was his first ever like experience with when it comes to like cinema. You know.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I just used to enjoy it. I mean, like our local cinema, the Lights, they have Tango Ice Bars, but they only have two flavours. But they have two machines that both have one of each flavour on it. And then go into the premiere, and they've got like 6 flavours. I didn't even know it come in apple. We just had blue raspberry and cherry. Yeah.
I said, no.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
They wasn't too badly priced for all the concessions, to be fair.
It wasn't too bad.
Always
wasn't too
good
bad.
price. They always had those little seats you could put on the chair for kids so they could see higher up.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like most like modern cinemas now, where it's quite steep and the seats, and you don't need those booster seats.
No.
It's very sort of like sort of not so steep.
Not so steep, but yeah, I mean it was a really nice place, and it, you know, I went to see Venom 2 there as well. You know, the Deadly Carnage, and you know, so I went to see some really fun films there. So I am really gonna miss the place. Actually, I do hope that they either find another place to put another cinema, or they do something with it, because it's a big old building to just sit there doing nothing.
Well, it's not the building. The building is part of it's not the supermarket. It's the shopping centre.
Yes.
It's part of the shopping centre, and it's just the top part of it. So,
but it's a big old space to be sitting doing nothing.
Well, it is. It's got 8 screens in it.
Yeah.
8 screens on an area where you could have events and things.
Mm.
Well, you need to do something with it.
Yeah, so I'm hoping they come to an arrangement, you know, and manage to reopen. It will be a shame. It will be a thing missed, definitely. And not being funny, it is somewhere quite cheap for the local community to go. You know, it was one of these places where that if you couldn't afford the view, you were able to go to there. You know, you were able to afford it, and I think that is a real shame because there's a lot of people out there that won't be going to the cinema now because they can't afford the view prices.
I mean, saying that, this weekend, the 31st of August, is National Cinema Day.
Yes.
Loads and loads of cinemas across the UK are actually doing the £4 or £5. The Light is doing it £4. Doesn't matter what film you want to go and see, it's £4. Doesn't matter what seat you've got, because the Light is squishy chairs, the electric recliners, or the ordinary chairs still recline. You just sort of like, push your bum forward and it just reclines. It's quite nice. Yeah. And then they've got lounges and some. All seats are £4. So
I mean, we must have seen so many films this August. It's insane. It has been a cinema a month, and it's
really
been
has.
you know we've definitely.
We did the day of free films.
That's it. We did a day of free films, and we were like, "Oh, we've made our money back now." And then we've got to see like quadruple that, so we've definitely made our 15 quid back. Yeah.
Even you and Badger Junior have had a time when I was at work.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely.
Dropped you off before I went to work, and then you two went and watched Harold and his Purple Crayon.
We're going to review that in a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I was leading into it, so you could review that.
Oh, okay, but we've got it says new scooter.
Right, but you don't have to do things in order. They are just an actual prompt of things to talk about.
No, we can do it all in order, otherwise
There
it's
is
going to
no
drive
order. There is no order. There is no order.
I'm going to forget what's on the list
That's
now.
all right, I know what's on this. So, Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Right, Harold and the Purple Crayon
There is no
is
order
a
to
fantastic
it.
adventure with Zachary Levi, and it's an exciting adventure about a fictional character inside a fictional world who, gets curious about the real world because he hears his announcer talk about the real world, and then he finds a way into the real world with his superpowered crayon, and then it goes forward from there. So he escapes the book he's in.
Because it's an American.
Yeah,
It's an
I
American
don't know much
cartoon
about it.
or
Yeah,
comic
it's mainly a
Yeah.
kids, like a little kids one. But this is when Harold's grown up and all the characters have grown up in the book, and then he decides he wants more than just living in empty space, and he wants to visit the real world. And there you go. Obviously Harold's human, but I think one of his friends is an antelope or a deer, and one of the other ones is like a porcupine, and obviously they turn into humans and stuff. And it's really quite cute on their adventures with Zoe Deschanel faffing about in the real world, creating mysterious and fun little objects with this purple crayon and trying to explore the real world and have fun. And of course, somebody clocks on that he is Harold from Harold and the Purple Crayon and tries to steal the power of the crayon, for their own evil,
For their own evil ways.
That's it. So obviously with that, then they obviously explore and try and defeat the bad guy. Very cute film.
Aww.
I don't understand why it got so bad to press. Everyone was down on Zachary Levi's.
We've had a bit of a month for that, to be perfectly honest, haven't we? We've had loads of films that have come out in August.
Yes.
That have nosedives.
That's it. Everyone seems to be moaning about Zachary Levi. I'm not really too sure why. I think he's great. I haven't seen Shazam 2 yet, but apparently it's good, so I don't really understand the hate. So I'm going to give it a good solid 7.5 out of 10. I enjoyed Black Adam. Right, but that's another thing for another day. Oh, that's another debatable one.
That's a good idea, because we've started a new segment.
Yes, we have. We have indeed, where we debate that it's debatable. Or that's debatable.
No, I can't remember what it's called. It's not called that.
Well, they did it yesterday.
I know. I think one of it was going to be like take debate, wasn't it? That was one of the ones.
Anyway,
up for debate. It's up for debate. Up for debate.
Anyway, up for debate, and we talk about all these different things. So if you missed last night's premiere, we debated whether or not season 5 of the Cobra Kai Part 1 was any good, and we obviously had opposing sides on that one. Please do watch that back.
So we're going to have a Black Adam one now, aren't we?
Definitely.
There you go. We've got a Black Adam one. If anyone else has got any suggestions of what we could debate, then please do drop a comment, live chat, or in the comments.
That's it, because I am looking forward to hearing what you say, because I really love having a good old chat about all that. I'm not going to start the Black Adam debate now. It's going to be for a separate one. But yeah, that's going to be for a separate video. But yes, I'm looking forward to that. Right. My new scooter.
Huzzah! Your new scooter.
Yes.
You have a scooter.
Scoot. Finally, after about 5 or 6 years, the last one broke. I took it to the repair person. They said no, they can work on it. So it sort of rusted and died there. But I know Viking said that you wanted to fix it, but it was too. Next time, if this one dies, I'll let you fix it, alright?
This one, you can buy spares for.
Okay. Anyway, that's a whole new
scooter as well.
That's a whole new different thing.
It's not a moped. It is a push scooter.
It is a push scooter,
yes. It is an
yes.
adult's version, and it is also a commuting version, so it shouldn't die.
No, and I've been really enjoying using it.
You've got a boo-boo, haven't you?
I have got a boo-boo, but that was only one boo-boo. I've done really well. scooting around the island.
Getting the list because I forgot one of the things.
See? No, I've literally been loving scooting around the island and getting fitter. I've lost a bit of weight because of it, I'm sure, and my confidence and body confidence has soared because of it. And I've been able to get around the island quicker and do things quicker. So it is nice.
Yes, you're going to have to explore and fall off.
Only once.
Hello. You have a new scooter. So Badger Junior's loved that as well because he's been able to go out with scoots for you. And
he's been able to go out for a scoot with Dad.
That, yeah.
So that's been loads of fun. We've been enjoying that. And I've got my little bell and my little and a little thing that I can put shopping on and everything. So it's really quite cute.
Ding ding.
Ding ding.
Ding
Yes.
ding.
Yeah. And
what's wrong with your eyes?
I'm not feeling very well today. You don't need to make it a big thing. Vikings like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm a bit peaky today.
Vikings like, are you okay? Because that kind of sounded like you said something else, and I was like, what did you say? Did you swear?
No.
Viking.
I'm a bit peaky today, guys, but I'll be alright. I'm still going to do all the stuff.
It's been like 4 nights in a row of being up streaming until about 1-2 o'clock in the morning UK time. But we also decided we was going to take Badger Junior to the cinema together, didn't we?
Yes.
His last, well, it wasn't his last hurrah. It was just we go to the cinema. We're going to go and watch this. It's 7:30 at night. You can have a bit of a late one.
Yeah, and we went to see Coraline 3D.
15-year anniversary.
Which is the most grossing re-release of all time so far.
And I've never seen it before.
And I've never seen it in 3D. I don't remember it being in 3D. If you remember it being in 3D,
Badger
let me know.
hadn't seen it as well either. So
no.
And we got to see it. I got to see it 3D. We had 3D glasses anyway.
That's it.
That was really, really sweet.
Yes, it was really awesome, and it reminded me very heavily influenced by Tim Burton, but
it's not Tim Burton.
It's not by Tim Burton.
It's not.
But the colours, the excitement, the general vibe of the film is very Tim Burton-esque, very gothic.
It's a dark, dark fantasy.
Yeah, it's very spooky, very fun, and it's like the opposing different worlds are very jarring, obviously. In this, the real world's very damp, very rainy, very miserable, and then the alternate spooky world is very bright and loving. And
everyone has buttons for eyes.
Yes, and very sort of exciting. But obviously, I'm not going to spoil the plot because you should watch Coraline.
Yeah,
it's a great film. And the 3D release, if you can get a chance to see it at the cinema,
it's still on.
Fantastic.
It's still on at most places at the moment.
I really
cool. I'm quite tempted to go and watch it again.
I think we should.
Really nice.
Hopefully, we'll be able to do that before the end of the week because it is a really exciting experience. Watching the 3D, seeing everything buzzed near you, and
it was
and
the
all
whole.
That sort of thing is fantastic.
I'm really hoping that they do at some point release a 3D version of Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's it.
At cinema, because I just think I'd be, well away.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's for another day. Talk about that. Okay, but yes, Coraline. What would you give it out of 10?
Oh, Coraline. I'd probably go about 8 out of 10.
Me too. I'd say 8.5.
8 out of 10.
Because the 3D was on point. There was an extra little documentary at the end.
Yeah, that was
so you got proper money's worth for it, and obviously, didn't skip a beat. It still felt like a modern film.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that was
really good
nice.
and nice and spooky. What's next on the list?
Alien Romulus.
Alien Romulus. Now, you'd have to live under a rock to not realise that I'm an Alien fan. And
the fact that my cats, well, rest him, he's gone now, Jonesy and Ripley and Newt.
Yes.
Yeah. And the massive collection of alien stuff.
Yes, the fact that
he was like, I'm an alien fan, these are my alien toys, and I took a picture of, this is my xenomorph head.
That's it,
was just like,
okay.
My cats are called Jonesy and Ripley.
So if you want us to take a photo of our collection, and because we've actually, on a side note, before we talk about Alien Romulus, now I've sort of brought my collection here,
Yep.
and we've turned it into one collection.
Merged.
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 We're merging. Yeah, so we've now merged our Alien Predator collection. Well, you didn't have a Predator collection before, did you? Now,
No, I didn't.
now
no,
it's
not at all. I had one figure, one
Mm.
Predator figure, which actually was more recent. That was last Christmas. I got that from.
That's it.
Cameo got me the little
That's
Predator
right.
on a tree. He's
That's
really
it.
cute.
So
It's
now,
a cute figure. It's cute.
yeah. So now we have an Alien versus Predator collection, which is very cute. You know, so my stuff's the coolest.
Your stuff's all the toys. My stuff's the actual figures and collectibles and art books and things.
Mine's the coolest bit. All the cool stuff. Got an alien queen that makes noises.
She's cute and
Yes.
cool. And I'm quite tempted just to get sandpaper to her and sand her down and give her a good old painting because she's just bright red and she's an actual kid's toy. And I'm just like, we can make her look like she's real.
I'll get another one and we can do that, alright?
Let's see. Alien Romulus.
Alien Romulus, yes. Disney's first adventure in the feature film.
So now we can actually say, because Disney brought out Alien after they'd all been made. And
That's
the
it.
same with Covenant,
That's it.
Prometheus.
That's it.
They'd all been made. So now we can actually say we officially have a Disney princess.
Yes, a Disney Princess Alien Queen.
Disney princess called Rain.
Rain?
What's her name?
Rain?
The young girl.
Oh, yes.
She's
But no, the Alien Queen is the princess.
No, the Alien Queen is the queen. She's the evil queen.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
villain.
Yeah. Oh,
So
okay. You want to get their Disney references, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rain is the Disney princess of Alien.
Yeah.
Along with, of course, Sigourney Weaver's character.
Yeah, but that was made before that, was not
Ripley.
Disney princess.
Ripley is a Disney princess.
Ripley.
Stay away from her, you.
Beep.
Beep. Indeed.
Yeah.
In classic Disneyland.
Yeah. So, Alien Romulus.
But the thing is, they didn't say Disney at the start, did it? It still said 20th Century Fox.
Yes, for them. So, Alien Romulus is set between Alien and Aliens.
That's right.
So they're set between those times.
That's it.
With the colonies sort of appearing.
That's it, yes.
Yeah.
And, of course, you have them trying to escape the colony, the coal mine. Was it coal mine?
It's a mine. No, it's a mine of some sort. It's a mine planet of some sort. And because of low population, because everyone's getting sicker and dying, they've added they doubled their hours.
That's it. They didn't want them to leave.
They didn't want to leave, so they basically made it impossible for them to leave.
You
can't buy your way out. They were trying to buy their way.
Yeah,
off.
They were trying to buy their way off the planet, and they couldn't.
Lovely lad decided that he was going. We found something that's in orbit.
That's it. Yeah.
Which happens to be Romulus and Remus, the dual ship.
That's
one
it.
Side's called Romulus, one side's called Remus.
That's it. Yeah.
Named after the twins, Romulus and Remus.
That's it. So Wayland Yutani obviously owned those ships, and of course that is a nod to Predator as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So which is very interesting.
They're trying to tie in AVP with them because AVP are the first.
Yeah.
If chronological order, you're watching them from the date they were set, AVP and AVP2.
Yes.
Or AVP Requiem. We first filmed.
That's it. Yeah. But yeah, I really love the fact that they've gone back to
yes,
they went back to they went back to prosthetics. They went back to digital proper effects.
Yep, there was no green screen to really use.
And they went back to and they've obviously done something completely different now with the face huggers, where they were remote controlled.
Oh yeah, because if you look it up, there's videos of them like.
There's a bloke going
remote control, watching them sort of scurry around the floor.
and he's literally doing that.
Really, really cool. But you get to see more.
Yeah.
You get to see more of the face huggers.
The face huggers in this film are nuts. There's like loads. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to watch back some of the other ones, but this has to be the film where there's the most face huggers on screen at one time, jumping around,
But
and
what I
you
like
know,
is from past films, you know, you get a face hugger, you just, yeah, it's a face hugger, comes out, goes on, yeah, lovely.
yeah,
No one ever explains how they can track you.
no,
So they explain how they can, you know, how they can actually
yes,
track you.
they did actually, didn't they? They
And
actually,
it was so clever. They actually answered a few questions, and throughout the film, as much as it was just normal looking ship and things like that, when you get to points where there are aliens,
mm,
in particular when you see how you get a chest burster
hmm
to a full size alien, and how
yes,
you get to that stage. Geiger had the original drawings of a cocoon,
hmm
and they never put those in the original
no,
film, because Geiger's work was actually he's credited throughout all of them, but he only ever actually
yeah,
worked on the first and second films. In the second film, he was only sort of like a consultant.
yeah,
He didn't really have hands on so much. It
no,
had nothing to do with three.
no,
Nothing
unfortunately,
to do with three, and so it was nice to see things that I know that are from Geiger's sketchbooks
yeah,
in there. I was like, oh my god! I was just sort of sat there and was like, oh, he would have absolutely
yeah.
adored that. Just
See,
that
they,
one scene,
yeah, you're
he
right.
would have loved it.
And later on, they never really show. All they really show is the exoskeleton scooping off like a scorpions or like
Yeah,
a
yeah. Or
pythons or something.
they find a slimy bit of jelly skin, you
Yeah,
know, and just
they don't. They
assume
never explain what happens after that. And in Alien Romulus,
they
they
actually do.
do.
And it was great. You have a new creature as
Yeah, yeah, but
well.
we're not saying anything about that because that's spoilers. But
That's
yes,
spoilers.
the
But
xenomorphs are scary as heck
as
because
they
it,
are.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
as they
it
are.
is actually made by a horror. It is directed by a horror director, the one that did Evil Dead. So the new one,
Mm-hmm.
New. So yeah, that was
No, that
fantastic.
was the Hoover from Teletubbies.
New,
Nunu.
New. But yeah, the so obviously for me, I don't think it's ever been directed by a horror director, and it needed it, you know. So going forward, they're going to go for a more of a horror vibe to it rather than sci-fi.
Have you met James Cameron?
James Cameron does as
That's what
James
James
Cameron
Cameron does,
does.
because
Yes,
James Cameron
Cameron
does
does.
what James Cameron does.
Indeed.
Because James Cameron does what James Cameron does.
But there was alien vibes to it, wasn't there? There was lots of action.
Oh,
There was.
it literally took you back
Yeah.
to Aliens. It
Mhm.
literally, even down to like the screens that they used, everything looked like it had come out of the late 70s.
That's it. Yeah.
You know?
And
And
it
it
looked.
was
And they've obviously played the Alien Isolation game because there was a lot of inspiration there. Everything was very clean, very stark,
yeah,
and
but
very,
they
you know,
took they asked people what they wanted.
yeah.
They took note and actually listened and actually
Yes.
pulled some of that stuff off, which was really good. And they've just kept to tradition, which was
That's it, yes.
lovely,
And
lovely.
and
Thank
our
you.
response to the naughty, oh no, they ruined it because they used the cameo. I actually really appreciated
Yeah,
the
the cameo.
hark back to the first film.
Yeah, the cameo was interesting, even though you technically can't really call it a cameo.
No, it was not because he was in. They were in the large part of the film.
It was a large part of the film, and the fact that the actor is no longer with us.
No, yes.
But you know. But what would you give Alien Romulus out of 10?
Well, I'm going to say first, just before we do that, I'm going to say that the cameo part of it, I actually really appreciated that, and I don't understand why fans don't like it. I think people are just nitpicking, and they wanted Lance Henriksen to be in it, but Lance Henriksen's appearance, Henriksen, wouldn't really work in the timeline that they've done anyway. So and it was nice to hark back to a different actor. You use somebody else. And obviously, I'm
you've
sure.
kind of just spoiled some of it because you've given away what the character could be by
Anyway,
mentioning Lance Henriksen.
And
Hence
I'm
why
sure,
I was trying to move you on.
Anyway, I'm sure that their
10.
estate has got some money because of the appearance.
Right.
And the likeness.
What would you give it out of 10?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
It was one of my favourite films, yes.
I want to give it higher.
Oh, you will give it higher than 9?
I want to give it higher, but I think it's going to have to be an 8.
Oh.
I really loved it. I loved the alien film. It took me back to the very start, the roots and everything. What killed it for me was the introduction of the newest thingy.
Ah, okay.
That's what killed it for me, because we took it from an alien film and we went to kind of a Covenant Prometheus film,
Yes.
which I'm assuming it's going to be at a later date another film that's going to bring other
Yes.
things in together.
Yeah, that's the
which is
thing.
really
So
good.
it's really good because it did
I'll give it an 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
It brings in Alien, Covenant, and Prometheus, and it also brings in Predator versus Alien as well in the universe.
Yeah.
And it was a great way to do it. A lot of people didn't like the fact that they referenced Prometheus and Covenant, but you've got to if you're going to try and build a universe, you know?
I love those films. I don't know why they get so much hate. Yeah, I do still love them. I don't love them obviously as much as the other films.
No.
No, I could put them in an order of films that the one that I love the most, down to the one I love the least. If you notice, I say the word love the least, not like the least.
Because fans, they want something different, but they don't want it too different, and they were too different to what they were expecting. But anyway, let's move on.
We've had a lovely summer with the light.
That's it. We've had a lovely summer with the light.
Every time we've gone up the stairs in the light, there's that lovely, great big huge stand of like the Transformers, and every time you go out there and it makes me nervous or it unnerves me that Megatron is smiling.
Yeah.
It's a kids' cartoon animation. When we were kids, the animations were that cutthroat.
Yeah.
They killed off
Well, we watched that during was it the start of August we watched that?
No, we watched that a couple of months ago.
Yes, but anyway, Transformers the movie, yeah.
Where,
they killed off
Prime died.
That's it, spoilers.
That happened in the 80s.
Still.
That happened in the 80s, decades ago, madam. I don't know, we're approaching the 50s.
Yes, I know. Tell me about it.
In several years' time, but
Right, what's next on the list of things to talk about?
What would you like to talk about? Would you like to talk about Albino?
We can do that in a minute. Let's show everyone your lovely ring, because we obviously got the lovely Viking a engagement ring, didn't we, Di?
Yes,
and unfortunately,
it was a lovely smoky quartz ring, but
unfortunately we got it resized and it broke, which
stone come out
and it broke, which is epic fail. But we picked up a new one, didn't we?
New one, so it's coming in. Can't really see it. It's a big shiny one, but those little black things on the side, they're tiny little skulls.
Very cute. And also, we picked up this.
The day that we originally was looking for the rings.
Yeah, this is it, and we picked up this.
I know you've shown this before, but you just can't.
Very quickly, and it was right at the end of a live, so yeah, it was very cute, isn't it? Yeah. So that's in our hallway.
At the moment, that's where it is. It's in
the hallway.
It will live somewhere else at some point.
Really?
Yeah. It will. The aim of it is going to be for the bedroom. It's going to have 2 pictures either side.
Yeah.
I already have 1 picture for it. I'm just waiting for another picture and then the frames.
Yeah. So that was.
Please come and join me.
Yes.
And Badger.
Yes, you feel weird, doesn't it? Well, yeah. So.
Strange, but while we're having a chit chat, because we've discussed the new rings and that, can I open these?
Yes, go on then.
Jamie Dodger's strawberry flavoured biscuit and strawberry flavoured jam. Pink, super pink. The whole packaging is pink.
It is very pink.
That's a big treat to wear.
That's it.
Big treat to wear, and all of your allergens are in bold.
Oh, yes, they are indeed.
Let's see how cute these are.
They're very cute.
Doodle.
They're going to be very cute.
I've only opened that a little tiny bit, and over the smell of strawberries has hit my nose. Like a strawberry milkshake sort of smell.
Oh, is it? The buttons. Oh, they're so cute.
They've got that slight, you can see where they're not burnt, but where they're cooked, they've got that slightly different colour.
Oh, yeah, cute.
And he says, don't look like they've been painted.
No.
They're very strawberry smelling. They do smell like a strawberry milkshake.
Mm.
One bite for me, and yours is nearly all gone.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
It actually still tastes like a jammy dodger.
Mm. There is strawberry there, then.
Yeah, but it's like doesn't take it away too much that you're not eating
Yeah.
something that's not a jammy dodger. Slightly strawberry flavoured jammy dodger.
Yeah.
It's a little bit softer and crumblier than a
Yeah,
ordinary.
that's what I was going to say.
It's not as
the texture of the
crisp.
actual, the texture of the actual biscuit is softer. Look at that.
No snap.
There's no snap.
I don't know if anyone can see, but the jam is actually not as red as normal.
Mm.
It's like very sort of translucent.
Mm. On a shrinkflation note, there is less jam in the middle and less jam going on than usual. So, I'm watching you.
You like
Jammy
smiley
Dodgers.
faces? Smiley faces or happy faces?
Mm-hmm.
I like those. They've got the cream in it and the jam.
Mm.
And smiley faces.
Mm.
These are in Tesco's.
Yeah, who makes these, by the way? Who makes Jammy Dodgers? Do we know?
No, but they're going to tip out.
Mm.
Mm.
But anyway, regardless of that, whoever makes Jammy Dodgers, I'm watching you. I can see that you've done shrinkflation.
Look at that. Just says Careline.
Yeah, I don't know.
Careline is a company that you just... I don't actually know.
Is it
I
McVitie's?
don't actually know. I don't actually know.
Mm. Anyway, whoever makes Jammy Dodgers, I'm watching you because I can see that you've done shrinkflation. I'm watching you. You've shrunk it.
Burton's. Foxes and Burton's.
Right, Foxes, you have shrunk Jammy Dodgers. I can see it. I'm watching you.
Watching you with my pointy finger.
Oh, and here's my engagement ring, just in case you haven't seen it before on a video. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone's seen that. But yeah, what are we doing next?
Did you want to talk about the other film we went to watch last night? Do you want to say that for another time?
No, let's talk about it now before we talk about the B note, and then we can sort of.
Dead by Daylight.
Yes, Dead by Daylight 2 versus 8 was really fantastic. It was one of my favourite modes in the game. I talked about it separately in the vlog, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it really brought the community together, especially all the survivors.
It's like how many killers? And the killers had to wait, like, you know, I think when I looked on TikTok, someone said that they had to wait. There was a little buffering queuing line.
I never had to
for like
wait.
half an hour game.
As a survivor, I never had to wait more than 5 minutes, but I really enjoyed it. But killers were savage in that. They were literally savage. In the 1 versus 4 normal games, they'd let you get escape. They throw you near the exit. They even sometimes pointed you near the exit. You know what they did in this one? Killed you in cold blood and chucked you. The door was open. Most of the time, they would kill you in cold blood, make sure you didn't survive. One of them even pointed to the trap, went, "Look, there's the door," and I went towards it, and then they sliced me and put me on the hook and killed me. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Do you remember that time I was playing as Ripley when it was the one before? And it had the alien with that little xenomorph running around. And that one, I was the last survivor and I couldn't find the hatch. And it actually led me to the hatch.
Yeah.
Got there, and as I got to the hatch, it swiped me. You know, I was like, "You horrible person."
Swiped you, killed you, and chucked you on a hook.
Yeah.
So people are evil. But yeah, I really love the 2 versus 8 one. And I'm hoping they bring that back. The Castlevania LA Noire sort of like new update is probably on there by now. So hopefully I'll be able to sneak in a cheeky game later.
Mm. Yeah. What? Are you sure you're going to have enough time with the amount of cameos you've got to do?
I've only got one cameo to do now. We're in front.
Yeah, you've been quite busy on Cameo front, and some of them haven't been, from as far as you know, your subscribers.
No, which is fantastic.
It's been interesting, just randomly hearing you belching out stuff. And I go, what on earth are you doing? I thought, I'm not going to come down and ask you because you're probably filming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 'cause any time you belt out stuff and all that, I don't sort of shout out, "Are you all right?" Because you know you're probably filming something random.
Because we did two for some that were Lardo and Dodo the other day. I did one for those two. I did one for Death of Rats.
Yeah.
I'm in the process of doing one for Kraken Media. And
I
did one.
cheese and bean toast.
Yeah, and I've done one for someone called Aidan, which is really cool. So yeah, please do check out the description for the cameo. Yes, indeed, the
which
cameo.
Is good. I mean, they're actually even cheaper than a month's membership. Month's membership's only 99p.
If you'd like to be a member,
I like being a member because I like randomly using the emojis, the badger emojis, which is quite funny.
Yeah, if you want to become a member, you know what to do. If you want to super chat, you know what to do. But of course, Cameo, follow the link in the description for a fun, personalised video, and it really does help.
And it is just for you.
It's
if you want to share it, then that's it. That's your business.
If you want me to, if you want us, or if you want Viking as well,
that's going to cost you double.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, it cost you double then.
If you want us to promote your business, promote your film, you know,
send personal
messages, jokes, roasts, for you, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, anything you fancy. So yeah, we're going to talk about the Crow film, and then we're going to talk about our Beano experience in Margate. Yeah. Okay, so let's go.
We went out last night to the light.
That's it, yeah. To the long-awaited Crow reboot. Yes. Now, you're a bit of a Crow fan, aren't you?
I am a Crow fan. I have some figures. I've painted.
You actually did paint a Crow painting.
Crow painting I've painted.
Yeah. I'm going to go get that and show everyone.
I actually do like the 4 films. And you was sort of a bit shocked, wasn't you? Really, that was 4 films. I can't remember what 2 of them were called. No, I can't remember what. I think one of them was called. You've got there's my Brandon Lee picture. This is how much I've painted it. That was the original sketch that's on the back, so it didn't quite go as right. There's my Brandon Lee picture. I did that in 2004, so it was done at a later date.
Very good, that.
Well, popping back now.
Yeah.
So I really do like Crow films. I like the graphic novels and the novels. I haven't read them all. There is too many to read. There's over 30. There's over 30 stories, but I don't know if that's not over 30 crows. There's quite a lot of crows, to be fair. And so along with the reboot of the film, they're rebooting, so they're having the new Crow, which is going to be out, I think, in October. I'm not too sure if they've got one out now.
I'm not sure.
But I think what's putting everyone off at the moment, little whispers that I hear, is the fact that they're remaking it with Eric and Shelley.
Yeah. Which I don't think they should have done.
To be fair, they should not have done that. Because their story and the story from last night is absolutely nothing like the first film.
It is completely nothing like it at all.
I went in and I have some duct tape. Can someone donate for some duct tape for me? He's always asking for donations and what to buy. I would really like some duct tape, perhaps a nice pink duct tape or one with dinosaurs, so I can put it over your mouth.
This is your review because you know what.
So after watching, I wasn't watching very much of it. I think it was like 15 minutes or something, and I was like, in my head, this is a completely new film. I just so happened to have just picked the same name.
That's it. Yeah, and not
the
being
story.
Funny.
It was nothing like it.
No,
nothing was like it. Everything was very modern.
That's it. It was all very, very sort of.
The
It was
only
like 2000 and the 90s had a baby, wasn't it? The
only
universe.
things that were there connecting was one, there was a crow,
Yeah.
makeup, which there is actually a point to it,
Mhm.
and the coat again, actually a point to it, which are later on in
Mhm.
the film, and the theme of the music. The theme of the
That's it.
music from the 90s one, which was like your electro pop, the
Mhm.
sort of like the romantic stuff.
That's it.
So the original was 90, in the original soundtrack, it's 9 Inch Nails,
Mhm.
um, The Cure,
That's it.
and then in the new soundtrack, you said there's Enya in there.
Yeah.
I didn't hear Enya.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. On the man's cut. Dun dun dun
I can't.
dun.
And so you had
Dun dun
Enya,
dun.
but you
Na
had
na 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 na.
right. You've made me
Na
forget the
na
name of the
na.
person
Hmm?
because you're being a willy. Well, I wasn't allowed to say the other person.
What?
Who did I go and review? Help! I went and reviewed with Cracker Media, and we took the pictures.
Here in my car.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Cars.
Help!
Cars.
You've made words leave my brain.
Here in my car. Do do. Get out your mum's car. Boom boom. Gary Newman.
Thank you. Literally, because you started singing that, I had everything scripted in my brain of what I was going to say.
Right.
You come in and do that, and you just go, Bolden, all
Can
the
someone
words.
make it? I'm in my mum's car. Brum brum. Get out my car version with Gary Newman's cars in the background. That'd be hilarious.
That's where we asked Synth John to do that.
Yes, if Synth John's still around. Are you alive, Synth John?
John.
You're alive, Synth John.
But no, so the music was good. It was very, very graphic.
That's it,
It was
yeah.
very graphic, not for the faint-hearted. Much
No.
more graphic than the originals, even though
Yes.
the original ones now don't seem as graphic if you
No.
go back and watch.
No.
You have similar themes of story, but
That's
in all
it.
fairness, so do all the other crows. They all have the same
That's it.
theme.
Yeah.
The theme is that they was brutally murdered, and they've come back to take revenge.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. What I would have liked to have seen was I'd like to have actually taken Iris, who is the first female crow, and have actually done that one. That would have been wonderful.
That's
because
it.
they still could use the same actors for that. Because
They still could.
she would have made an absolutely cracking Iris.
That's it, yeah.
Please, you could have done this.
Yeah. Basically, the major fault of the film is that they used the names of the original characters.
That's pretty much it.
That is the only problem with the film. So wake up. It's a fantastic film. The only problem is that they do use the old names. If they'd have called them Sid and Nancy, it would have been fine.
Yeah, that was the only thing, and that is why there's going to be hundreds of people up there that will not watch it because they use the same name, and they've sort of said no, it's not going to be this. They're not their same story. It doesn't matter. Just don't use their names. Just
don't use their names. People have been
You're
ultra triggered off.
rewriting the crows again. I wouldn't rewrite the crows that originally wrote. You just start new.
Honestly, they should have just used some other cool names because they had nothing in connection. The only part that was similar to the original Eric was that he wrote songs and poems.
He wrote. He didn't state he wrote songs or poems.
He wrote, yeah, exactly. But he wasn't actually a rock star or anything in this one at all. He was on the verge of doing that. In the original one,
he wasn't even on the verge of doing that. It was just something they did.
Yeah,
and that's even later on in the film.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is that in the original Crow, he starts off as like, we've got lots of money and we live in a weird gothic house and blah blah blah. In this, they don't have any money at all. They're like ragtag.
Oh, and the fact that the main character's actor is actually from a well-known family.
Yeah.
Skarsgård family.
That's it.
The Lee family. Just keep the Skarsgård family going. Don't shoot them in the middle of filming. That would be wonderful.
That's it. Yeah.
Don't do that.
So honestly, yeah, if they'd have just
Although-
called it,
I have that thing of when you first see the makeup
yeah,
and the look you get, and all I could see was Floki, and then all I could hear was Floki's giggling, who is Gustav Skarsgård, the old brother,
yeah.
because of the same makeup, and all I could hear was.
What I really liked is not even it wasn't even on both sides of the face. But I don't know. I
think it was to do with part of the makeup, part of the tattoo.
It was literally like crows, like a crow's wings dribbling down his face, and I thought that was fantastic. It was very artsy. If you're an artsy film goer, then go and see it. You know, I really loved it.
If you like the Crow films and the Crow graphic novels,
yes,
go see it.
Go see it. We're probably the only YouTubers out there that are actually saying go and see it.
Yep.
Because that is the unpopular opinion. I really liked it.
I liked it because if you didn't read the graphic novels, and even then you had to get quite a distance into them before you had answers.
Yeah.
But it does answer a lot of questions to things like, the original film,
Yeah.
Poor fella dies, wakes up, comes out of his grave or wherever the body was dumped, in the case of the second one. And the fourth one, I think. And then they just come out and they just decide to do this makeup. They have the crow with them. And you're just like, oh, go on your merry way. Oh, I know what I'm doing. This kind of like had a little bridge moment.
Yeah. They gave a reason behind the way he does his face.
Yeah.
They gave a reason behind
They
a lot of the.
They gave an answer. They gave an answer to a few things that people would have had a question for.
And also, in another main difference, and this isn't, I'm going to try not to spoil, but obviously the answers don't even come from the real world. They come from like a limbo place where the crow lives, isn't it? Or the crow, like the nether realm sort of thing, which wasn't in the first one at all. So there's not that much connected in with the first one.
No.
So please go see it. It's great. Now,
hang on. One moment.
See what the universe where the wibbly bit is, because it's not heaven. It's like a limbo.
No, that's not. You know what? I'm just trying to find the actor's name. I can't remember the actor's name. Something. Hudson.
Okay.
They're the main villain. The villain.
Yeah. But yes.
And he's in loads of stuff in it, but it really bugged me last night. I was like, it was one of those random. It's not that, where have I seen that actor? I'm like, no, I've seen that actor in loads of stuff. He was in one of the American Horror series. He was in 30 Days of Night. I know where he is, but I'm like, who's his sister? His sister's famous. Yes. And then this morning I was like, I thought, look, and I just went and looked on the crow, and it came up with his name. His name was Hudson.
Hudson.
Is it Hudson or Houston?
Houston. Angelica Houston.
Angelica Houston's brother.
Yes.
She's older. They're half siblings.
That's it.
Same dad.
Right. So
but it really bugged me. It was really bugging me. I was like, where's he from?
Right. Are we going to talk about the Beano
we
before we go?
Beano.
Yes, we went on the Beano.
So
going down to Margate.
So if you're familiar with the Beano, was made lovely and famous by Only Fools and Horses.
That's it, yeah.
So we just went to Margate. But you just call it going on a Beano when you go to Margate.
I've been on an actual Beano, but we're going to save that for another day.
That'll be for another day. Because this was a family-friendly Beano. We had Badger Junior.
Yes, that's right.
We had Badger Junior, and I had little bits and bobs planned. We started off in a random car park.
That's it.
Up on the top, and he was going, we've got a lot of hills. So don't worry about the hills.
The hills
worry about those when we need to come back to the car. And we went, and I took you guys to Shell Grotto. That was the first place we went to.
Yeah, the Shell Grotto was really good, I was a bit like, oh God, we're not going anywhere. Where is it? Took ages to get there.
The only reason it took us long is because I walked. Instead of going left, I went right.
Yeah, we had to Google Maps it.
But we was only about 3 or 4 minutes away from that point. And then when we come back round,
and we sort of got lost. The main reason we got lost is because we were following was it Ernest Hemingway or something? There was a poet's trail or
Oh,
something.
yeah, and there was people with all their and you was like, oh, where they going?
Yeah, so that's part of the reason why we got lost,
why,
because
'cause
we
it was-
sort of followed them by mistake.
But they were in the Shell Grotto, which is really cute. It
Mm.
was found in a gentleman's back garden after the Second World War,
That's it.
and it's just a lovely underground cavey type thing.
Yeah.
It's just decorated
Yeah.
from well, it goes all the
Head
way
to
over the
ceiling.
ceiling. It goes all the way over the ceiling.
Yeah, that's it.
It goes all the way in shells, and it's not just shells just slapped on there. They're in patterns.
They're in patterns of like corn. There's religious symbols.
But
There's all sorts of
it's
stuff.
ridiculously old, and no one knows exactly how old it is. But you can pay. I think we paid £10
For the four of us.
For the
So
three of us.
3 of us.
Yeah, 3 of us.
So what's that like? £3 and a bit each. It's fantastic,
Yeah,
really.
and they had a really really lovely gift shop because you've got. I don't know. There it is.
And there it is.
Just because I took it off.
Yes.
So that got me a lovely crystal.
And I treated you to some posh soap
necklace.
as well, didn't I?
It's really pretty. It's a lovely little crystal cluster, and they get a very posh. And you thought it was Toasty Crumpet scented.
That's it.
The shop, the people that make it are called Toasty Crumpet. I think it was driftwood.
Driftwood, yeah. But yeah, so we got you some posh
Really,
soap
really
as well.
nice. It was really nice. Way to start off the day.
It was really nice, and the energy was very. You know, I'm a bit of a hippie there, so when it comes to like energy and feeling energy and stuff like that, and you know, you're a bit witchy as well, aren't you? As well, spooky. But yeah, so I went in there, and the energy was really quite funky, really. And when you go in, it was a really hot day, wasn't it?
And they had a little tiny, and I say tiny museum. It was like a small room that had a little table. I'm
hoping they managed to make the museum a bit bigger.
They won't do. That's as big as it's going to get because the rest of it's houses.
But when you go downstairs, you know, regardless of how hot it is anywhere, it was like freezing cold.
The temperature dropped, and it was really lovely.
It was really lovely.
Really lovely.
It was really lovely. Yeah.
Really lovely. So it was a really nice. But the funny thing is when we went there, was I believe I really want to say the lady that served us.
Yeah.
Is Tibetan.
Right. I think she might have been.
Because we do have a lot of sort of like people from Tibet in Kent, particularly like along the coasts. But she's been there for years.
Yeah.
She served me when I took Cracker Media there. I think Cracker Media was about 14 or 15.
That's it.
And I'm pretty sure she was there when I was a child when my parents took me.
Wow.
My parents took me, I think, when I was about 10 or 11. You know, some ages what Budget Junior is.
So let us know if you've ever been to the Shell Grotto, because we really liked it.
And it was really, really lovely. And it's just nice. It doesn't occupy much time. I think we was pretty much about half an hour.
Yeah.
In with that lot.
And then we went, where did we go after that?
We walked down the hill towards the seafront, and I took you guys to Pete's Fish and Chips.
That's it, award-winning fish and chips, which is really nice. Yeah.
It's a tiny little shop thingy, and I stood there and waited. You two went and grabbed a little seat out on the opposite side of this little road.
And I want to say, under your instruction, I would have waited, but you said, you guys wait over there. Okay.
I know, but I was just like, no, because this was the day that I was trying to,
Yeah. And obviously, Badger Junior needed a bit of chill time.
He needed chill. We both needed a drink. So I was like, you have to sit there and have
there you go. That
was nice. And you caused the table behind us had an older couple sitting at it. Then their friend turned up. And then a couple of ladies were talking to him over there, and he went, "Oh, you lot are going to cause trouble, you aren't you?" And I'm like, "Oh, you big flirt."
They went, "Oh, what's never?"
Yes, and then that was beautiful.
It was beautiful, and then we went to the Turner Museum.
We went into because young Badger Junior really needed a toilet, so we went to the indoor market.
Indoor market, which most of it was unfortunately closed, which was a shame, but.
Yeah, but I mean, most of the indoor market is aimed at they turn it into some sort of little nightclub. It's not big. It's got half a bus on one side, and it's got a few little stalls upstairs. But it has got the tiniest little pub in it called the Little Prince.
So I'll be going there at some point.
There is enough room for 2 people to sit inside that little pub, and it is so cute.
And I'll be going there at some point.
Yeah, because then,
Yeah.
then we went to Turner Contemporary Gallery.
Yes, the Turner Contemporary
They
Gallery.
only had one exhibition
That's
on.
it. With big seashells, big golden seashells.
That was sort of inside, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mainly of it was it like it's vision of eyes, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was like your eye at the seafront. It was very interesting.
It was colours from one side to the other.
Yeah,
and
but the idea
an
is that
oval.
the
sort of
idea is that
scratched
you would,
out.
the idea is that you would look at it through your eye, so you'd look at it through the middle and then explore it along.
But you stood in like the balcony area and was looking at it, going, "There's a man out of the sea. There's a man in the sea." And I was like, "No, that's a statue." And he was like, "That's a man in the sea."
But yeah, so that was very interesting. So there was a lot of stuff going on. Big shells. There was a lot of stuff to do with like children's recycling and helping
That
the
was
earth.
a little section of it.
Yeah.
That was the awards. That was the
That's
Turner
it.
Contemporary Awards.
There was like there was also like a thing where you could have a carrier bag, and each time we went round,
yeah, it was
you
a
would feed
sensory bag.
sensory bag. Badger Junior was like, nah. And I was like really hoping he would go, oh yeah, this is really good, isn't it? And he went, no, I don't want it.
Sensory bag. But no, it was still nice. We had a walk through the seafront, and then we wanted a drink, so we stopped at the Two Halves.
The Two Halves, which was nice.
That's a micro pub down on the sort of like.
Been a long time since I've been to a micro pub, so it was nice.
It's quite funny because we had two halves.
No, we did have two halves.
What did you have? We had half a cucumber and raspberry,
and half a salted caramel.
Of a salted caramel from Dudder's Ton. That's cider.
And he was very nice, wasn't he? That man, very nice.
It was very nice. Yes, and Badger Junior had a lemonade.
He had a 7-Up.
7-Up.
Funnily enough, it's inappropriate to let children.
Oh yes, it's appropriate to drink cider.
So yeah, and then we toddled off, and it was quite a long walk. Obviously, he was like, "Are we going in there? No. Are we going in there?
Okay.
No."
I was like, "No," and turned down what was a ramp in between arcades, and it was all dodgy and dreary. And he was looking at it, going, "What's this?" And it was like, "No, this is Dreamland."
Yeah.
And he walked through the doors, and that was it. He was
gone.
Yeah,
it was absolutely fantastic. Dreamland was one of the nicest places I've been for a while.
It's a free amusement park that you can go into, but you pay for the rides.
Yeah, you pay for
the rides. Were £3 a token, and each ride was 8 tokens, 1 token, not 2 tokens or anything like that. But they did a deal, £40 for 20 tokens, which then worked out that each token was £2.
Yeah.
So we did that, and you took him on Ghost Train.
The Ghost Train, yeah, which was good.
Took him on the Whirlers.
The Whirlers, yeah.
I haven't laughed so much in ages. So much so I damaged my ribs.
Yeah, you're only just recovering from that
now.
I'm
recovering from that, and he went on the little roller coasters and by himself, and the pirate ship.
The pirate ship.
They did have one. It was called the Scenic Railway, which is a wooden manual.
Which is out of action at the moment. Which they are going to be. Apparently, it's going to be funded by the lottery, and they're looking for sponsors to get it
up and working. Because it was a dragon. It was sort of like a Viking ship from when I can remember as a kid, and it was a manual wooden roller coaster. Nothing like massive drops or anything, but it still is really very historic.
And obviously, what we went on was bumper cars, because he's been absolutely asking He's been asking me for ages. No, maybe even years.
Circles, isn't it? Because he didn't realise he had to put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah, I did say that. But yeah, we had a proper good time. Once he figured out what to do, we had a really good time on the bumper cars. And Badger Junior's been looking forward to going on bumper cars for years. Like, it's something that he's always wanted to do. So, and he's only just really ready for it, which is really good. Yes.
Yes, and it was quite a busy. I mean, we had to sort of go back because we had somewhere else to be at sort of like 6 o'clock at night. But I think we would have stayed there for hours.
I think so.
We would have been there for a lot longer. I think we got there about 10:30. And we would have been there for a lot longer. So
that's it. I was absolutely knackered.
Margate is good.
Margate is very good. Yes.
Yep.
So we've got a few things more we want to talk about, but we're going to film those later on in the week for next week.
Oh yes, we have got. We have so much we couldn't actually fit it all into the one.
That's
We've gone over an hour.
Gone over and out.
If you're still here,
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And donate so I can get some duct tape.
Donate if you can, and or please do order a Cameo from myself and Viking, or myself or Viking. Please specify that in the comments. She's like,
I am a little bit going,
oh god.
Oh
Oh god.
oh god, you owe me another tea. I want another tea.
Right, well, I will say to you now, guys. Empty. Look after yourselves. Keep safe. Keep well. Much love, everyone. I'll see you in the next vlog, video stream, movie, or short. If you've missed the latest trap film, The Spoiler Trap, please do check it out. The Necromonicon Whisper in the Woods film was out the other month. Please do check that out. And there is a new trap short comedy spoof film coming out at some point this week called The Explosive Jaffa Cake Trap. So that's going to be fun.
And if you're feeling like you want to be a bit nostalgic, this time last year we actually got you to eat baked beans with ice cream, thanks to Magnum.
That's it, Magnum Blaster.
And I tipped them over your head as well,
That's
and
it.
I absolutely loved it. So please go back and look at that.
Yeah.
And also, was it the other day you ate baked bean cheese toasty flavoured crisps?
Yeah, and at some point on a Cameo for Kraken Media, I'll be doing that also. If you would like me to eat some wacky stuff on Cameo or do something,
it must be something that's humane. You're not going to be eating live animals.
Yeah, no, come on,
things
we know that.
Are like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah,
I'm not buying him caviar.
No, and I'm not going to eat a centipede and die, thanks,
No.
or sellotape a microwave to my head or anything like that. Anyway, there's always reasons. But yeah, also don't forget to check us out on Cameo, and of course, if you can become a member, it really does help.
Yeah.
Or if you can donate for 99p, it helps too. Righty ho, time for us to go, and more coming soon. And don't forget to write what you want us to debate in Debatable.
That's not just Black Adam, because otherwise it's going to get boring.
Well, no, we do one thing at a time, don't we?
But we want to do this at least once a week. But you might do it with
other people, we'll see. But yeah, no, we're not going to do the same things. We're not going to talk about the same. Every week's going to be a different debate, yeah. Anyway, so tell us a few different things you want us to debate so we can pre-film. Yes, indeed. Right, see you next time. Bye.
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 Bye.